16-year-old Bonolo Moloi is being laid to rest today. The teenager's body was discovered by community members in a sewerage drain last week in Takane, 2 days after she was reported missing. She allegedly left home to meet her boyfriend. The Ekurhuleni community has now raised concerns about violent crime in the area. This year alone, the bodies of several women have been discovered. Zola Sholwana is in Tsakane and joins us now live. Zola, just bring us up to speed with the latest from where you are this afternoon.
Well, Hugo, we have laid Bonolo to rest. You would understand that earlier on we heard a number of speakers that were paying tribute to her, describing the kind of person that she was. And we heard from, the father expressing how disappointed, he is. And he is with the system in terms of police and how they handle the matter. Thanking the community of Takane for deciding to stand up and search for his daughter, who was later found dead. Let's actually hear from, her aunt. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. If you could just describe to us, of course, we've heard many people describe Bonolo. What kind of she?
Loud. I would say she was a loud child. Bonolo no Bonang, they used to fight a lot because when they were born, her mother didn't know they were having twins. So the name that was there was Bonolo. So when they discovered that they were having twins, then we had to come up with the name first, and then my other brother gave the name Bonang, the other twin. So every time, whenever they do something together, even if when they want to call Bonang to do something, everyone always says, Bonolo, Bonolo. So it's like, no, call the other one. And I didn't know, and some days when they don't come at home, I didn't know how to differentiate them. So I would just say, Bonolo, Bonang, and they will all look in my direction, and I would send whatever message that I wanted to pass.
Of course, this is a devastating time for the family. Just take us through that moment when her body was discovered. It must have been very hard for the family, especially the father, who expressed, how disappointed he is with the police and how they handle this matter.
My brother is disgruntled that he was so traumatized that there was so much chaos around him. And we wanted to make sense of the stories the boy told, and that our daughter drowned. So we went where the stream starts with my other brother to make sense of it. And there were so many doubts that the water swept her all the way to where we found her. Because while we were trying to make sense of the scene where they said the water swept her, we got a call to say that they found a body. And we were shattered because I was just hoping that I was saying to some of their friends, because I was getting WhatsApp messages to say, guys, please ask Bonolo to just call us. Maybe she's afraid to come back home. Just call us. I held on that hope. I was not wishing for this one. So we looked at our daughter and my brother. We had to cross a stream. I also wanted to cross there because the night before we were there, but we couldn't go in the water because it was dark. So yeah, when my brother confirmed that it was her, it was tragic because we were there a night before to say, I was crying to say I was there yesterday, we just couldn't come to you.
And of course we heard her twin, who, fondly spoke of her sister, someone she shared a womb with, and mentioned that next year they were going to be doing matric, attending each other's matric dance, and all of that will not be happening.
And they were also planning a pajama party, so I'm lost for words, and I'm really disappointed that had they attended to this matter on Thursday, when the family was alarmed that this is not Bonolo's pattern of returning home. As if the justice system could really take parents serious who know their children, because they took it as, it's just another teenager, if they took it with a sense of agency that it's so deserved, maybe Bonolo, along with the other women who have been found, would still be alive today.
Thank you very much, Puleng Khatebe, for your time. That's the aunt to the late Bonolo. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. This is a loss for both families, the Khatebes and the Molois. Who was Bonolo to you?
Bonolo is my niece's child, and she was a good person. She loved to talk, she loved to smile, she was just active. We are deeply sorry for what has happened. She did not deserve to die like this. This was very tragic. I just don't know how to express this express it, but it was very, very sad.
And of course, you've interacted with the mother quite closely and the grandmother. What state are they in right now?
I can't describe it. It is very sad. Yeah, to lose a child and in this way, it's very, very, very distressing, you know. She was very young, 16 years old. We did not think that something like this can happen to her. You know, we normally see people being strangled, you know, but the age, that is what is killing us. How can a child so small die so, you know, she didn't deserve it.
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. Well, Hugo, those are family members of the late Bonolo Moloi, whose book of life has finally been closed today. Not much will be said about her. Only memories will be left, and it's very devastating for the family, especially her twin sister, who could not hold back her tears, remembering their last moments together and how life would have turned out for them, mentioning that they were planning on going to university after matric. They had so many plans together, but this is where her journey, unfortunately, has ended. We will wait to hear from the police as to what are the latest developments in terms of investigations, as we understand that they are currently investigating what could have led to her untimely passing. Back to you in studio.
May her soul rest in eternal peace. Zola, Sholwana, thank you for that update.